ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। वागर्थाविव सम्पृक्तौ वागर्थप्रतिपत्तये जगतः पितरौ वन्दे पार्वती परमेश्वरौ। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः चतुर्थः पादः।
अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः चतुर्थः पादः।
कारके ध्रुवम् अपाये अपादानम् वीत्रार्थानां भयहेतुः पराजेरसोढः वारणार्थानामीप्सितः अन्तर्धौ येनादर्शनमिच्छति आख्यातोपयोगे जनिकर्तुः प्रकृतिः भुवः प्रभवः कर्मणायमभिप्रैति ससम्प्रधानम् रुच्यर्थानां प्रीयमाणः श्लाघन्नुंस्ताशपाम्यीप्स्यमानः धारेरुत्थमर्णः स्पृहेरीप्सितः क्रुधद्रुहेर्ष्यासूयार्थानां यं प्रतिकोपः क्रुधद्रुहोरुपसृष्टयो कर्म राधीक्षोर्यस्य विप्रश्नः प्रत्याङ्घ्यां शुवः पूर्वस्य कर्ता अनुप्रतिगृणश्च साधकतमं करणम् दिवकर्म च परिक्रयणे सम्प्रदानमन्यतरस्याम्
परिग्रहणे
सम्प्रदानमन्यतरस्याम्
आधारोऽधिकरणम्
आधारोऽधिकरणम्
अधिशींस्तासां कर्म
अधिशींस्तासां कर्म
अभिनिविशश्च
अभिनिविशश्च
उपान्वद्भ्यां वसः
उपान्वद्भ्यां वसः
कर्तुरीप्सिततमं कर्म
कर्तुरीप्सिततमं कर्म
तथा युक्तं चानीप्सितम्
तथा युक्तं चानीप्सितम्
अकथितं च
अकथितं च
अकर्मकधातुभिर्योगे देशकालो भावो गन्तव्योऽध्वा च कर्म इति वाच्यम्
अकर्मकधातुभिर्योगे देशकालो गन्तव्योऽध्वा च कर्म इति वाच्यम्
गतिबुद्धिप्रत्यवसानार्थशब्दकर्माकर्मकाणामणिकर्तासनौ
गतिबुद्धिप्रत्यवसानार्थ शब्दकर्मा कर्मकाणाम् अणिकर्तासनौ
कृक्रोरण्यतरस्याम्
कृक्रोरण्यतरस्याम्
अभिवादिदशोरात्मने पदे वेति वाच्यम्
अभिवादिदृशोरात्मने पदे वाच्यम्
स्वतन्त्रः कर्ता
स्वतन्त्रः कर्ता
तत्प्रयोजकश्च
तत्प्रयोजको हेतुश्च
प्रयोजको हेतुश्च
तत्प्रयोजको हेतुश्च
हेतुश्च कर्तुः ईप्सिततमं कर्म क्रियया यत् इष्टतममाप्तुं कर्तुः तस्य कर्मसंज्ञा भवति. We were discussing the last class, important point, valid point. Sutra 45, Adharaha Adhikaranam. The sutra defines what Adhikarana Karaka is. Adharaha Adhikaranam. Adharasya Adhikarana Sanya. Adharaha Adhikaranam means that is Kartuhu va karmanaha va. Adhara could be of the locus of action, but it could be with regard to karta or karma. A stock example we have seen. Grihe aste stalyam pachati odanam. So, yasya karakasya adhara rupena प्रयोगः वर्तते तस्य अधिकरणसंज्ञा भवति. As we saw that kate aste asana kriya tasya kriyayaः आधाररूपेण कटः वर्तते. अतः कट पदार्थस्य अधिकरणसंज्ञा. तद्वत् स्थाल्याम् ओदनं पचति. So क्रियायाः आधारः यत्र वर्तते तस्य अधिकरणसंज्ञा. Now this आधारः अधिकरणं coming as आधार coming as अनुवृत्ति. अधिशींस्तासां कर्म अधिशींस्ता अधिपूर्वक शीं अधिपूर्वकस्था अधिपूर्वक आस्धातोः यः आधारः होते तस्य कर्मसंज्ञा भवति, न तु तस्य कर्मसंज्ञा भवति. यद्यपि ये धातवः शी धातु स्था धातु आस् धातु अकर्मकः तथापि कर्मसंज्ञा अधिपूर्वक अधि उपसर्ग पूर्वक धातूनां आधारः क्रियाणां क्रियायाः आधारः यः वर्तते तस्य कर्मसंज्ञा अभिनिवेश्यश्च उपान्वद्यां वसः कर्तुः रीप्सितमं कर्म there also instead of having the word karma in the sutra, karma could be brought as anuvritti. We saw if karma is brought in anuvritti, along with adhara also will come. Because adharaha, kriyayaha adharaha tasya karma sanya. So kartuhu yusittamam karma is supposed to bring. Then that adhara also will come in order to avoid that. Karma sanya is particularly mentioned in the sutra 1449. We saw the example. Gramam gacchati, griham praveshati. I think we saw. Gramam gacchati, griham praveshati. The example is here. I think we are seeing that in the last class. There only we stopped. Okay. कर्तुः क्रियया आप्तुम् इष्टतम यत् भवति तस्य कर्म संज्ञा भवति. We know this, we have seen already. Devadattah gramam gacchati, Devadattah harim bhajati, apupan kadati, all these things we have done. Now, ईप्सितम् अकर्मकः धातवः yes, this is where कर्म इति अनुवृत्तौ पुनः कर्म ग्रहणम् आधार निवृत्त्यर्थम्. This is what we were reading in the last class. कर्म इति पुनः इति अनुवृत्तौ कर्म इति अनुवृत्तौ पुनः कर्म ग्रहणं सूत्रे पुनः कर्म ग्रहणं किमर्थम् आधार निवृत्त्यर्थम्. In order to refrain adhara coming as anuvritti. Therefore, karma is, even though karma coming as anuvritti, again karma in the sutra is mentioned for the purpose of avoiding adhara. Why? We saw prakrita sutre, vasutaha prakrita sutre, adishing stasam karma. इति अस्मात् सूत्रात् कर्म इति पदस्य अनुवृत्तिः अवश्यं सम्भवति. तथापि एतादृशीम् अनुवृत्तिं त्यक्त्वा पाणिनिमहर्षिणा प्रकृतसूत्रे पुनः कर्म इति पदस्य निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. Why? That is the question. अधिशीङ् आस्तासां कर्म here अधिपूर्वक शीङ् स्था आसां धातूनां यः आधारः तस्य कर्म संज्ञा भवति. यः आधारः तस्य कर्म. Therefore, adhara is there. But taking the example of gramam gacchati, geham praveshati, here gamana kriya and praveshana kriya. Here gamana kriyayaha adharaha kaha. Gamana kriyayaha adharaha is grama. So grame gacchati also valid, can say. That is your vivaksha. If you want to put it in as adhikaranam, adharaha, ramaha grame gacchati. Ramaha grihe pravishati. That is valid. Grihe pravishati, in fact, I have seen the usages like that. Ramaha, because praveshana kriyayaha adharaha. from the standpoint of the karta, because adhara could be kartuhu atava karmanaha. So kaha praveshati Ramaha. Putra gehe praveshati, grihe praveshati. So kriyayaha आधारत्वं गेह पदार्थस्य ग्राम पदार्थस्य आधारत्वम् अस्ति. But what about ओदनं पचति, सक्तून् पिबति, पचनक्रियायाः आधारः? What is the आधार of पचनक्रिया? Here, no, not ओदनं. How can be ओदनं? रामः ओदनं पचति. Pachanakriyayaha adharaha. Stali is not given. No. Stali is not given. That is adhara for karma, but that is not given the sentence. Now, odana, what vibhakti it will take? What karaka, then what vibhakti? What karaka it will take? Rama is there, odana is there, pachanakriya. Ramaha pachati. Now, odana is there. What karaka you will assign to odana? यथा अत्र देवदत्तः ग्रामं गच्छति गमनक्रियायाः आधारः ग्रामपदार्थः प्रवेशनक्रियायाः आधारः गेहपदार्थः तद्वत् अत्र न पचनक्रियायाः आधारः इट इज नॉट ओदन क्रिया पचनक्रियायाः आधारः ओदन सक्तु आदीनाम् आधारत्व अभावात्. You cannot say Ramaha Odane Pachati. That you cannot say.
Okay.
Ramaha Odane Pachati means Rama is not in the Odana, he is cooking himself also along with the Odana. So many Ramaha Odane Saktun is there. Saktun, suppose if we say Ramaha Saktau Pibati, it's meaningless. Saktu is not the Adhara.
See.
So it cannot be. Therefore, atra adharaha nasti. Right? Adhara is not there. If adhara is not there, if karma is not in the sutram, then if you bring karma as anuvritti, adhara is not there. Then how can you assign karma sanya to this? Adhara. Huh?
Ipsitamam.
Ipsitamam, that's why Ipsitamam is there. Therefore, we required karma because in this example, Pachanakriya and Vibhatikriya, Adharasya Abhavat, Adharatva Abhavat, Odana Saktu Adinam, Adharatva Abhavat. Therefore, karma sanya eva nasyat. It cannot become karma sanya. If karma, the word is not mentioned in the sutra, and if you bring karma as anuvritti and adhara also as anuvritti, since here odana shaktu cannot be the adhara, therefore it cannot enjoy karma sanya. Therefore we require karma. So therefore now kartuhu ipsititamam karma. So pachana kriyayaha karta kriyaya yat ishtatamam maptum yat vartate. Karta ito aptam ichchati. Kriyaya ito ishtatamam aptam ichchati tasya karma sanya bhavati. Therefore, odanam can take karma sanya. So, only saktun also can take karma sanya because kriyaya here pibati pana kriyaya karta ishtatamam ito ishtatamam aptam pravartate ichchati tasya karma sanya. Similarly, here also. Here, gramam gacchati, gamana kriya yat ishtatamam aptam ichchati, karta, tasya karma sanya. So, here, in grama there is adhara, in this example, geha is adhara, but here odana is not adhara, saktu is not the adhara, adhara is the abhavat, therefore here, we cannot assign karma sanya by adishing stasam karma by that sutra, karma by bringing the karma anuvritti, adharas anuvritti from the previous sutra. Therefore, there is necessity that we should have karma in this very sutra. So, therefore, if we have karma here, whether adhara is there or adhara is not there. Adharatve or adharatva abhave api. तयोः कर्मसंज्ञा भवति एव, therefore द्वितीया विभक्ति. So here we cannot say Ramah odane pachati. पचनक्रियायाः आधारः we cannot ask here. पचनक्रियायाः आधारः न. What is the meaning of पचनक्रियायाः आधारः? Odana is in the stali. Stali is first. Stali is the adhara. Adharaha adhikaranam, by that stalyam odanam asalyam will be there. Similarly, Ramaha Grhe Odanam Pachati, Pachana Kriyayaha Adaraha Griha with regard to the Karta. That is fine. But Odana Kriya Yaha Adaraha, Odana Kriya doesn't have Adaratvam. Sorry, Odana Padartha doesn't have Adaratvam. Saktu doesn't have Adaratvam. Adaratva Abhavat. Therefore, karma sanya, it cannot take karma sanya by bringing karma as anuvritti from the previous sutra. Therefore, there is a necessity of having karma padam as a part of the sutram. So, by this, what happens in all these four cases, we can have karma sanya. Therefore, it takes Ditya Vibhakti. Therefore, Ramaha Odanam Pachati, Ramaha Saktun Pibati. Similarly, Ramaha Gramam Gacchati, Griham Praveshati becomes valid. Here, Ramaha Grame Gacchati also is correct. Ramaha Gehe Praveshati also correct because here Adhara is there. Now you read this. Prakrita Sutre Adishing Tasam Karma iti Asmat Sutrat Karma iti Padasya Anuvritti Avashyam Sambhavati. Possibility is there. एतादृशीम् अनुवृत्तिं त्यक्त्वा पाणिनिमहर्षिणा प्रकृतसूत्रे पुनः कर्म इति पदस्य निर्देशः कृतः अस्ति. But पाणिनिमहर्षि त्यक्त्वा, having not bringing the karma as anuvritti from the sutra. Why karma is mentioned again here in the sutra? For that, answer is ayam nirdeshaha Adaraha iti padasya nivaranartham. When you bring karma as anuvritti from the sutra, the shingsasam karma, along with that adara also coming as anuvritti. Because here karma, when we say adishingstasam yaha adaraha kriyayaha adaraha tasya karma sanya. So therefore, ayam nirdeshaha adaraha iti padasya nivaranartham. Therefore here karma is mentioned for what purpose? Adharasya nivaranartham, in order to avoid the adhara. Adhara iti padasya nivaranartham. Adhara iti padasya nivaranartham, in order to avoid the padam adharaha, which is coming as anuvritti from the adharaha adhikaranam, from that sutra. What does it mean? Ityukte Purveshu Sutreshu Yatra Yatra Karma iti padam anuvartate. Purveshu Sutreshu means 1446, 1447 and 1448, the three sutras. Where karma is anuvritti, karma anuvritti is there. When karma anuvritti is there, along with the adhara also coming as anuvritti. So abhinivishascha, abhini purvaka vishdhatoho yaha karma bhavati tasya adharaha. Then yaha adharaha tasya karma sanya. So by upa anu adi ang purvaka vasdhatoho yaha adharaha tasya karma sanya. So yatra karma padasya anuvrittihi tatra adharasyapi anuvartate. Tatra adhara shabdasya api anuvrittihi asti eva. Ataha, therefore here also atrapi karma iti asya anuvritya grahanam kriyate chet. Here also, if you bring karma as anuvritti, along with that adhara also comes as anuvritti. Adhara shabdasya api anuvritti avashyam bhavati eva. परंतु एतादृशम् अनुवृत्तिं स्वीकुर्मः चेत्, suppose if we bring karma and adhara as anuvritti from the previous sutra, not mentioning karma in the sutra, then what will happen? Then kevalam gramam gacchati, geham pravishati ityadishu udaharaneshu eva karma sanya bhavet. In this example alone, it will take karma sanya. In this example alone, it will take karma sanya. Gramam gacchati, karma sanya. Why? Because yataha hi yasmat karanat. Etadrisheshu udaharaneshu eva grama padarthasya, grama, the padam, the meaning of the word grama padarthasya, geha padarthasya va adaratvam api vartate. Adaratvam is there for grama pada and this geha pada, geha meaning griha. So they have got adaratvam. Whereas what about odanam pachati? What about odanam pachati? There it doesn't have adaratvam. That's what it says. That's why I'm giving the example. It says, परंतु ओदनम पचति सक्तून पिबति इत्यादिषु उदाहरणेषु ओदन सक्त्वादीनाम आधारत्व अभावात्. Because adhara is not there, therefore it cannot take karma sanya. If it doesn't take karma sanya, then we cannot have ditya vibhakti. Then we cannot have odanam pachati. You have to say odane pachati. Odane is not possible. Why? Adharasya abhavat. Right? Adharasya abhavat. Therefore, odane pachati, saktau pachati is meaningless. Adhara is not there. What is adhara? Adharaha adhikaranam. Right? Adharasya adhikaranam. Adharaha adhikaranam. What is adhara? Adhara of the kriya. The karta, kartuhu va karmanaha va.
Karman.
Kartuhu va karmanaha va. It can be, adhara can be either of the karta or for the karma. Right? Yasya padarthasya adhara rupena upayogam kurutaha is given. Already we have seen. So devadattaha kate aste. There. Asana kriyartam katasya adhara rupena devadattaha upayogam karoti. Devadatta uses the kata in the form of adhara, the locus, for what kriya? Sitting kriya, for the action of sitting. Right? Devadattaha kate aste. In that example, devadattaha katasya padarthasya adhara rupena upayogam karoti. Asana kriyartam. Yes or no?
Yes.
Devadatta uses the padartha. Padartha means the object. Object kata. For what purpose? Asana kriyartam, for sitting purpose. Adhara rupena. The locus of the karta, devadatta, is kata. Is it like here, odanam pachati? Is here devadatta for pachana kriyartam, odanam padarthasya adhara rupena prayogam karti va? No.
No.
It cannot be. Therefore, here we cannot have karma anuvritti along with adhara as anuvritti from the previous sutra. That is because adharasya abhavat. Whereas gramam gacchati gehe pravishati, there it is, there we can, adhara is there. Now, karta is, karta, we can say grama padarthasya, grama shabda, okay, gramasya, adhara rupena, gamana kriyartam gramasya adhara rupena prayogam devadattaha gramam gacchati. Suppose the sentence is there. The gamana kriyartam ग्रामस्य आधाररूपेण उपयोगं करोति देवदत्तः. Therefore, grama can be from the standpoint of adhara, being adhara, therefore it can have karma sanya possible. Similarly, gegam pravishati. Gamana kriya as the adhara, grama. Similarly, praveshana kriya as the adhara. Therefore, devadattaha praveshana kriyartam gega padartasya आधार रूपेण उपयोगं करोति प्रयोगं करोति. Whereas here paran odanam pachati sattvam pibati, that we cannot say pachana kriyartam devadattaha odana padartasya adhara rupena upayogam karoti, we cannot say because adhara not there. Okay. Therefore, we cannot, since adhara is not there, therefore we cannot have karma anuvritti. Therefore, in order to avoid this adhara anuvritti, karma also should not be brought as anuvritti. Tadartameva karma iti padasya karma iti padam punaha grahanam bhavati sutre. That is the reason. Therefore, he says tata ma bhut ityukte kartuhu ipstitatamah nityam eva. Whether adharatvam is there or not there. Adharatva example is, this is the example. Adharatva abhava, this example. So adharatvam is there or not there. For what? Kartuhu ipstitamaha nityameva is always nityam. Therefore, karma sanyakaha vashyam eva syat. Iti spashti kartum. Ityukte adhara bhinna stale api karma sanya vidhanartam. Yatra आधारः नास्ति आधारत्व अभावे अपि कर्मसंज्ञ विधानार्थं पाणिनिमहर्षिणा प्रकृतसूत्रे कर्मपदस्य पुनः पृथक् ग्रहणं कृतम् अस्ति. That is why karma, the word karmapada is there, the word is there the sutram. Because there are actions where the karta cannot have that padartha, that particular padartha as the adhara. We cannot use. There are actions. Pachana kriya, pibati kriya, so many kriya actions are there. Right? So we cannot use. So therefore, in order to include all, whether adhara is there or adhara is not there. Therefore, we require the word karma. By having the word karma in the sutra, since kartuhu ipsitatama is nitya, it is nityam. Always kartuhu ipsitamam is there. Whether adharatvam is there or not. Kartuhu ipsitatamatvam is there for the padartha. Therefore, karma sanya. That is why it is there in the sutra. This is the reason. Is it clear?
Sharaj.
Yes, teacher.
Adharaha adhikaranam, if it is clear, then this will be clear. This is what we saw. What is adhara? So, taking that as the ashraya, the person does karma. The person does karma taking something as ashraya. That is called adhara. Here the person, pachana kriya, the karta does. Taking ashraya of odana. No. So, yasya padarthasya ashrayena kriyam karoti. Right? Tasya adhikarana sanya bhavati. That is what adhara is. That adhara is for karta or karma. So here devadattaha iti karta asti. But odanam cannot be the ashraya for the kriya, the pachana kriya. Stali is the Ashraya for the Odana Padartha, we can say. That Stali will take only Adhara. That is Adhara, therefore Adhikarana. Stalyam we say. Odane is meaningless. Okay. So Kriyayaha Ashrayaha cannot be the Odana. Kriya Jamali Pachanakriyayaha. Pachanakriyayaha Adharaha cannot be Odana. Panakriyayaha Adharaha cannot be Saktu. Adharasya Abhavat. Therefore Karma Sanya Ishyate. And here Kartu Hisitamam, by that saying, it always becomes Karma Sanya. Therefore only Adharatva Bhave Adharatva Bhave Api Ipsitatamasya Nityatvat. Therefore Karma Sanya Bhavati Eva. Iti. Okay. Whereas here Griham Praveshati, Grihe Praveshati also we can say. That is also valid. Even though Vishdhatu Gam Dhatu is Sakarmaka Dhatu. Why Sakarmaka Dhatu? Because of this sutra. Gacchati, Gam Dhatu is Sakarmaka Dhatu. Vishdhatu also, Pravishati. Griham Pravishati also valid. Grihe Pravishati also valid. Gramam Pravishati also valid. Grame Gacchati also valid. Because there Kriyayaha Ashrayaha. So, Yasya Ashrayena Kriyam Karoti, Devadattaha. Tasya Adhara, Tasya Karma Sanya Bhavati. Therefore, there we can take Adharaha, therefore Karma Sanya. But there, Karma Sanya, Adharana, by what sutra? There is no sutra for that, right? Because Karma Sanya, the Adhara will take Karma Sanya only for the 3 sutras only. What are the 3 sutras? Adishing Stasam
Stasam.
Abhinivishascha Upanvadyam Vasahavanli.
Upanvadyam.
Here we have 3 dhatus, 1, 4 and 1, 5 with the Upasarga. Where is Gam Dhatu? Where is Vishdhatu? Vishdhatu also Abhini is there, not Privi. Right? Is not there. But specifically only these dhatus with these Upasargas are given. Then where is Gam Dhatu? Gam Dhatu not there. Therefore, Adharasya Karma Sanya na Sambhavati, that is also not possible. Right? Similarly, Pravishati, there are also not possible. So therefore, we use Karma Sanya. Griham Praveshati, Gramam Gacchati. That is why we say by this sutra alone. Kartuhu Ipsitamam Karma. Yes, what's the question, Ji?
Only when destination like Griham Gacchati and Pravishati, Geham. So this is destination, no? That time only Adhara is there. Like that can we take, Ji? Or only Gam Dhatu, this is particularly we have to use this. Like, since they are having this thing, karma, Adhara is there, so therefore karma we can tell. But in other case, Odanam Pachati or Saktun Pibati, here destination is not there. So therefore karmasya bhavana bhavet iti matva.
Adharaha. Okay. What is Adharaha? The word Adhara is Apuraka Dhridhatu. Right?
Okay.
Driyate.
Okay.
Adriyate. That is the Adhara of the Kriya. The Adhara of the Kriya.
Okay.
That is Kriyayaha Adriyante Asmin Kriya iti Adharaha. That is how the word Adhara is defined. Okay. So that's why we say use the word Ashraya. Right? So the like the क्रियायाः आधारस्य क्रियायाः आधारः. You see, Adharah Adhikaranam, in that sutra, he has explained. Just see that. What is Adhara? That not destination. In the Adhara Adhikaranam itself, how the word Adhara, we have seen that A Purvaka Dhrudhatu, A Driyante Yasmin Kriya iti. Yes, Yasmin. Asmin Kriya. Kriyaha or Kriya, whatever it is. Iti Adharaha. Adhara iti shabdasya vitpattin pradashan brute. It is Adhikarana Vitpatti. Adharaha is, the word is derived by adding Ghain Pratyaya to Dhridhatu, Adhikarana Vitpatti. That is, meaning is Kriyayaha Ashrayaha ityartaha. Yaha Padartaha, that object. Anyan Ashrayam Dadati, which is the Ashraya for the other Padartha. One Padartha is the Ashraya for the other Padartha. Now, Devadattaha Kate Aste. Kata is the Adhara for Devadattaha. So, Kata Padartaha Devadatta Padartasya. Devadattam. Devadatta is another Padartha, right? Tasya Ashyam Dadati. Or you can take Stalyam Odanam Pajati. Right? Stali is the Odanam is the Odana Padartha is there. Odana Padartha Anyan Ashayam Dadati. Stali is that which gives the Ashaya to the Anya Padartha. Kata is the Padartha which gives Ashaya to Devadatta. Right?
Yes.
Yaha Padartha Anyan Anya Padarthan Asham Dadati. Kate Aste Devadattaha. So Kata is the Padartha which gives the Ashaya to the other Padartha, Devadatta. Similarly, Stali is the Padartha which gives Ashaya to Odanam. Therefore, Adhara Sanya. Is it like that here in this suit? Here. Gramam Gacchati. There we can say Grama Gacchati. Grama is there. Grama Padartha
is the Adhara for Devadatta. It's giving Adhara for Devadatta.
It is, yeah, Grama Padartha is Anyan Padartha, Devadatta Anyan Anyan Asham Dadati. Here Devadatta is Anya Padartha, so Devadatta and Ashayam Dadati. Similarly, Geham
Pravishati. There also.
There also Griha is the Griha, the Padartha gives the Ashaya to the Devadatta. See, therefore here Griha and Geha has got it gives Adhara to the other Padartha. Therefore, this Padartha Anyan Ashayam Dadati. Yaha Padartha Anyan Ashayam Dadati. Tasya Adhara Sanya. Tasya Adhara Sanya. So, Devadatta has its Ashaya in Grama. Devadatta has Ashaya in Geha. Therefore, here we have Adhara is a big. Therefore, here we can use Saptami Vibhakti. That is possible. Right? But yes, we use this sutra, we explain the same thing. Right? Gram Gachati as Gamana Kriya Vyaparena. That Uttaradesha Anukula Vyaparasya. Uttaradesha Anukula Sanyoga Vyaparasya Palam Grame Karta Dati Devadattaha Pashyati. Therefore, Grama Padartasya. If Grama Padartasya Karma Sanya. Because Kartuhu Ipsi Karmatvat. Similarly, Geha also. The same way we can explain for Odanam as Saktun also. Therefore, Karma Sanya.
Okay.
Not
Adhara,
okay.
like.
Not destination. It's a destination. I think your question was with regard to.
Yeah, in both the cases, it is a destination only showing. No, gramam gachati, geham pravishati. So I thought it must be the destination or what, like that.
Okay, destination. You can take destination, fine. Destination is what karta ipsita, kartu ipsitam, right? Uttaradesha sanyaha anukula vyaparaha, right?
Yeah.
Tadattameva karma karoti karta. So therefore, that padartha enjoys the karma sanya. So destination, because that is where the person wants to reach, go. That is why we say the place of destination takes karma sanya. Because it is what the karta most desires, right? To accomplish by kriya.
Yeah.
But here also we can say that destination. What about here?
Here no destination.
There is no destination, but kriyaya iti ishtatamam praptum aptum yatate. Therefore, that will take karma sagya. Here, see, Odanam and Chaktun, unlike Gega and Grama, these are the locus. These are the action. These are the locus. Locus means not the locus of action. Locus of action means it will take Adhikarana Sagnya. We can take Adhikarana Sagnya also. Here it's not a problem. But locus of action, if we say the place where the action happens, that is not the meaning here. Because the Gamana Kriya not happening in the Grama. Gamana Kriya is, in fact, that is proper. Gamana Kriya is done to reach Grama. See, suppose Devadattaha Grame Gachati means, there we have some ambiguity is there. Grame Gachati means he goes, maybe roaming in the Grama. But Grama is not yet reached by, sorry, Gramam Gachati, when you say Gramam is not reached, is going to village. Whereas Grame Gachati means he moves.
He reached there and some
moves in the village. That possible meaning is there.
Yes.
But it is not wrong, we can say, because Adhara is there for Grama. Therefore, Grama can be Adhikarana. But that can cause confusion. But this sutra will make it very clear. It cannot, there is no confusion here if you make it as Karma Sanya, because the action is taken with the intention to reach the intended place, desired place by the Karta. Therefore, here we don't have the ambiguity, number one. And also it covers all the padartha, whether it enjoy adharatam or not. So that's why karma sanya is the place of destination that we use for our understanding. That is correct only, you can use the place of destination. This doubt will come for the beginners. It's very difficult to teach. How can you say the place of destination is karma? You cannot explain that this sutra and then say not difficult. It's not easy, difficult. So we have to say the place of destination, the reach, that is also considered to be a karma. See, Gachati is Gachati goes. He goes. Devadattaha Gramam Gachati. How do you translate? Devadatta goes
to village.
Has he gone?
Not yet.
Or is he going in the village?
No.
So Gramaha Gachati means he goes. He goes and he goes. That he will be going, he will be reaching, right? Is taking up the action of movement to reach village. But Grama is not yet reached. How can you say it karma? Right?
Yes.
But it is Arin Karma Sanya by this sutra. It is Arin Karma by this sutra. Gamana Kriya Yaha Kim Aptum Ichati Gramam. Therefore, Grama will be Kartuhu Ipsitamam Karma. Similarly, Geha is Ipsitam Karma. Odanam is Ipsitavam Karma. So this makes it all the, whether it has got Adhara or not, everything has karma. That is why the sutra is, overrules. I mean, whether the adhara is there or not, doesn't matter. It gives karma sanya to all the padartha, right?
Yes.
But vivakshanusaram, kartuhu, vaktuhu vivakshanusaram, gege pravishiti also, it's correct. Grame gachati also is, grame gachati I have not seen in the usage, but we cannot say it is wrong. We cannot say it is wrong. But there is no sutra which recommends to use, Saptami Vivakti for grama, because grama has to enjoy Adhikarana Sanya. Adhikarana Sanya is not given for the Gam Dhatu by any of the sutra. Which sutra gives Adhikarana Sanya? Not that. Therefore, we cannot use. But Gehe Pravishati, Grihe Pravishati, that usage I have seen. Anyway, that also we will not use. We will go by strictly by the grammar rules.
Yeah.
But I have seen some stories, and even some stories, modern usage I have seen. Gehe Pravishati. It is valid, but we have to look into it, how it is. Because no sutra validates that. Because pra-purvaka vishdhatu is not given anyway. It's abhini-purvaka vishdhatu only will enjoy karma sanya, adharasya karma sanya, not pra-purvaka. So, Griham pravishati, gramam gacchati is by the Dvitiya, that is karma sanya, and therefore Dvitiya Bhakti is possible only by this sutra alone.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So, grama is the adhara for karma, or here karma is possible. This grama is the karma. Sorry, for adhara is possible for here, like here, Odanam Pachati, Devadattaha Stalyam Odanam Pachati. Right? Devadattaha Grighe Stalyam Odanam Pachati. Suppose if it is there. Griha is the adhara for Devadatta. Right? Grighe Stalyam Grighe Devadattaha Stalyam Odanam Pachati. So Griha Padartha gives Ashaya to whom? Devadatta. Yes or no?
Yes.
Therefore, Griha will be Adharaha, Adharatva, Adhikaranam. Similarly, Odanam is the Odanam for which the Adhara is Stali. So, Yaha Padarthaha Anyan Padarthan Ashrayam Dadati. So, Stali gives the Ashraya to
Shreya for
Odanam.
Odana.
Stali will be Adhara. That is for the karma.
Okay.
That is for the karma. Right? Stali is the
Griham
Adhara. But
is the-
Odanam itself, can you say? Odanam itself is the Adhara for what? Is it for karta? You cannot say.
No.
Is it for karma? Karma, this is what Kodana is itself is karma. It's a karma for Pachana Kriya. How can it have Adhara? Not possible. Therefore, Adharatva Abhavam is there very clearly for this. Yes or no?
Yes. Yes.
Whereas here, when we say Gamana Kriya is there and Gramam Gachati, Grama Padartha is
Adhara.
Yaha Padartha Anyan Ashrayam Dadati. So it gives Ashraya to Devadatta. Devadatta Gramam Gachati goes to the village. So village, in the Gachati, he goes to the village and
And it
ultimately
is understood that he will get the Adhara there in a grama.
yeah, Adhara, Grama will be the Adhara for the Devadatta because he is going to the village. So ultimately he reaches a village. Say, right?
Yes.
So
Sir.
village is the Ashraya for Devadatta. In fact, village is to be reached, yet to be reached. Tadartameva karma karoti. Similarly, pravishati is that kriya, that kriya, geha griha is the griha padartha that gives the adhara for the karta. The karta ultimately will be located in griha. Similarly, karta ultimately will be located in grama. So grama na griha is not the adhara for the karta. Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Adharatam asti.
Asti eva.
But here it is not there, neither for karta nor for karma. Therefore, when such situation occurs, to give karma sanya to all, it is possible by having the karma padam as the part of the sutram. Okay, that's the
Yes.
idea. Okay, though again I'm saying this, though I have seen gehe pravishati, but the usage is I doubt.
Geham pravishati only.
That is better because we have the support of the sutram to assign karma sanya to grama and geha. But to gehe, suppose if it is there, by what sutra gehe will enjoy adhara for the karta, devadatta? By what sutra? No sutra is there. We cannot simply say kartuhu, vaktuhu vivaksha. So that usage, though I have seen, but I doubt it. Okay. This is what he explains this.
Yes.
Must be clear now. Karmakarakasya, I think this also is okay. Karmakarasya trayaha vedaha. What are the three types of differences? Karma. You have seen. Samskarya, vikarya, nirvartya. Not samskarya, nirvartya, vikarya, prapya. This is according to Vakyapadya Bhartrahari. So asyaha karikaya pratamayam pankto Bhartrahari ipchitama karmanaha, three types. We have seen the example. Pangum langayate girim, right?
Yes.
Yes, we saw the 3 types.
Nirvartyam, vikaryam, prapyam. Prapyam is, that is why we say prapyam, that to be reached. Gramam gacchati. Grama to be reached, right? Place of destination. Prapyam. The Bhartrihari support is there for us to use karma sanya for grama. Devadattaha gramam gacchati. Prapyam, to be reached. Vikaryam, undergo change. Nirvartyam. Nirvartyam means accomplishing.
Accomplish.
Nirvartyam. So nirvartyam karma ityukte tat karma yat kriyayaha vyaparat puvavam naiva asit. It was not there before. Apitu kriyayaha vyaparena eva asit nirmanam bhavati. Yata devadattaha kumbham karoti. So kumbha sanya, kumbha padartha gets karma sanya. We can say katuhi titam karma. Of course, this is sutra. But what type of karma here? Nirvartyam karma. Kumbha padarthasya nirmanam asyaha kriyayaha vyaparana eva abhavat. Therefore, kumbha padarthasya nirvartyam karma. Karma sanya is there, but what type of karma? Nirvartyam karma. Similarly, vakyam madati, katam likati, chitram chitrayati, all these are nirvartyam karma. Vikaryam is Tandula becomes Odana. Vikarya is changes, modifies. Tat karma yat kriyayaha vyaparat avashyam asit paranta yasya swarupe kriyaya kinchit parivartanam bhavati. Prarambat kriyayaha prarambat purmidam karma binna swarupe asit. It is in different form. Now after kriya, form is changed. Kriyaya asmin karmani parivartanam jatam. In the object there comes some change. Therefore, निर्वर्त्यं कर्म देवदत्तः ओदनं पचति अत्र पचनक्रियायाः पूर्वं ओदनस्य स्वरूपं तण्डुलात्मकं कठिनं शुष्कं च आसीत् आफ्टर् पचनक्रियया तस्मिन् रूपे परिवर्तनं भवति तथा च पतनक्रियायाः अन्ते ओदनाः विक्लिन्नाः आर्धाः भवन्ति अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र कर्मसंज्ञकपदार्थस्य स्वरूपे क्रियया परिवर्तनं भवति अतः विकार्य कर्मणः उदाहरणम् उदाहरणं अन्य उदाहरणानि अशत्रून् हन्ति. Here also कर्मस्य परिवर्तनं. पूर्वं शत्रु was alive, now he is dead. Similarly, vriksham chinnati, he cuts the tree which was intact, rooted to the ground, now it is broken. Similarly, apupan kadati is vikaryam. Kadana kriya which was apupa which was there before, now it goes inside and undergoes changes. Therefore, vidyamanam karma vikaryameva svikriyate. So, kriyaya yat parivartanam bhavati. Therefore, that will be
Vikaryam.
Vikaryam. Okay. So, Devadattaha Odanam Pachati or Tandulam Pachati? Example you see here.
Tandula
Shatruna.
is raw rice.
Okay.
Tandula.
It becomes,
Odanam.
Tandulam becomes Odanam.
once it becomes Odanam, then why do you cook? Right? Should it not be Tandulam
That is
Pachati?
Ipsitamam. He wants to make it
Final
Odanam.
But
He
Tandulam
wants to, at
Pachati,
the end of the result of the karma is Odanam. He wants Odanam.
see, Odanam, Tandula becomes Odana, therefore Odana. What is, for what the final change the karma gets? That is mentioned here, Odanam. Similarly, Shatrun Hanti is, if Shatru is dead and after that you kill, it should be the Shatru is alive,
Yes.
right? The same way, Apupan Kadati is, Apupan Kadati, Apupa is pancake, okay, Kadati. So before what was it? Apupa only. Now, Apupa is there, he eats.
The shape will
So
get
after that
changed.
Vikariam happens, that should come here. Here it was Apupa before eating. Kadana Kriyaya Kinchit Parivartanam Bhavati. Right? Kadana Kriyaya Yasmin Karmani Kinchit Parivartanam Bhavati Tasya Karma Sanya Vikariam Karma. Similarly, Shatrunanti Harana Kriyaya Shatru Pada Karmani, that is karma of the Padartha, a change is brought in. Similarly, Vriksham. Similarly, here, Odanam Pachati, we use loosely Odanam Pachati. Tandula should be, Tandula is, in Tandula, the change is brought down by Pachana Kriya. And therefore it becomes Odana. Understand? Tandula was before Kriya, Tandulasya, Kimbavati. That Viklinatvam Apadyate, right? Pachana Kriya. So this is the final one. Yes or no, Odanam? Apupa is the final one. No. Apupa, what you eat. And after that become digested, right? So we eat. This is not the final one. It is Vikarya to Purvam. Here also Shatru Nanti is Shatru who is alive. Vikara is brought down by Ananakriya. Similarly, Vriksham Chinati. You are not cutting the tree which is already cut. The tree which is intact, that the tree alone you cut. If that is so, here Odanam Pachati can be Odanam, only cooking the cooked rice. You understand? This is my doubt, huh? So which one is correct? Logical or not? Not given, I'm just thinking, huh?
Pachana
Anyway,
Kriya won't bring the change in the Odanam. Whereas
already cooked, no?
already cooked. Change
And
is there already.
already is there. It says what? Pachana Kriyayaha Purvam Modanasya Swarupam Tandulatmakam. Katinam Shushkam Cha Asit. Parantu Pachana Kriya Tasmin Rupe Parivartanam Bhavati Pachana Kriya Hante Odanaha Viklinaha Ardaha Bhavanti. Therefore, Atra Anena Prakarana Atra Karma Sangika Padarthasya Swarupe Kriya Parivartanam Bhavati Ataha Vikarya Karmanaha. Right? Therefore, it should be Tandula. Yeah, why? Because Shatrun Hanti, when you say Shatrun is killed, he kills Shatru. Shatru was alive before. He is killed now. I mean, he's dead, you know. Similarly, Vriksham. So these are all these. Shatrun Hanti is here. Tandula was first, Odanam later. Here, Shatrun is who was Jivita, now is Mrita. If it is Mrita Shatrun Hanti. Similarly, Vriksha, which is not uncut, now it is cut. Similarly, here apupa, which is not eaten, even after eaten, it undergoes changes. So here apupan, when you mention that karma which has undergone change, that is, are you mentioning that? No, we are mentioning kadana kriyaya yat parivartanam karmani apadyate. That alone you are mentioning here, right? Apupan kadati. So vikaryam karma is that karma which brings about a change in the karma, the object. So hanti ananakriya, by that vikara is brought in the karma, shatru. By chedana kriya, vikara is brought in the karma, vriksha. By kadana kriya, vikara is brought in the apupa. Similarly, by pachana kriya, vikara is brought in odanam. But already odanam is already vikaryam only. Tandulam should be there or not? I think that would be better, really speaking. Anyway, but in usage we have odanam pachati also. You understand my point, huh?
Got it.
Yes.
But
This
That
example, Devadattaha kumbham karoti. That is an example for nirvatyam.
That's very clear. It is accomplishes.
No, kumbham also is like tandulam only. Kumbham is from Brit. Kumbham is made. Here from
Okay, if you go by your logic, then you cannot use apupan kadati, you cannot say.
no, after kadana kriya, apupan gets digested. We can tell like that.
But apupa is before. Kumbha is, as I said, Kumbha was in the form of mirth before. Final one is mentioning here, is saying, right?
It is same
so,
like tandulam pachati only.
Same with
Tandulam pachati. Devadattaha tandulam pachati. And Devadattaha kumbham karoti.
Here it is fine, because by karoti, this is what he is making. Kumbham is what is making, nirvarting karma. Vakya madati, this is vakyam is vakya nirmanam karoti. Katha nirmanam karoti. Chitta nirmanam karoti. Kumbha nirmanam karoti. Therefore, nirvarting karma which is accomplished, which is being accomplished. Vikaryam karma is that in which a change is brought in. Then, change is not brought in the odana, which is brought in the tandula. Tandula was the raw material. Similarly, apupan kadati, when we say, here, if odanam is the resultant change, the change already is brought in. You cannot further do pachana kriya. Here apupa is, therefore apupa is before. Apupan kadati is, it is in the same pancake, that is the form only. So it was before, after, right? Here he is using before, whatever the stage, the karma is, the status of karma is. But here it says odanam. The tandulam should be proper, no? That's why the logic question comes. Anyway, the language we have such usages, it's okay. And if you think too much with the tarka logical, all these problems will come. But anyway, we have such usages in the language. Nothing wrong, okay. It's there. But tandulam pachati will be proper. Okay, anyway, we can use.
It depends on the dhatus also. There pachana kriya is there, here kadana kriya is there.
Okay, so pachana kriya, what difference the kriya makes that?
It's preparing there. It's using that eating kadati.
Okay,
so in preparing means that odanam final product we have to take. Here also final product only apupan kadati.
Anyway, this this is not so important, but tandulam will be proper. It's occurs to my mind. Maybe wrong. Yes, that's a thought. Okay. Anyway, or we have to take vikaryam means a change is brought in the karma. That's it. Whatever maybe, whether you want to use tandula or odana, both are correct. That is Vikarya is not that karma, karma, that object undergoes some change, a refinement, some modification is brought in the karma, the object. That's called Vikarya in karma.
Tandulam only, in Tandulam only the parivartanam happens. That becomes Odanam.
That is what proper I am saying. That is what proper I think so. But anyway, the language is there, it's okay. Similarly, Swarnam Kundalam. Oh, this is what we saw. So here also, Mukam Karoti Vachalam, Mukam Vachalam Karoti, two karmas are there. Atra Ityadish Vidyamanam Karmapi, Ikaryam Eva. Suvarna was there before. And it becomes Kundala. Suvarnam Kundalam Karoti. Similarly, Mukam Vachalam Karoti. Right? Can we say similarly? Tandulam Odanam Pachati? No, we cannot say that. Right? That which was before Tandula, Tandula has become Odana. Tandulam Odanam Pachati? No, we cannot say. And also, this usage you see only with Kru Dhatu. Right? Not
some other person is doing this. Suvaranam Kundalam Karoti. Same way, Mukam Vachalam Karoti. So, like Krishna does this, Mukam Vachalam Karoti.
There also Devadattaha Odanam Pachati. Somebody does only. Devadattaha Tandulam Odanam Pachati. What problem? There, this only for Kru Dhatu. Kru Dhatu only we see such usages in the language. We don't have any sutram for this. This is not Vikarmaka Dhatu also. Here, both the Prakriti and Vikriti both are mentioned here. Prakriti is Swarna and Vikriti is Kundala. Mukha, the Prakriti, Vachala is Vikriti. So Prakriti, Vikriti both taking karma. Prakriti becoming a Vikriti, Vikaryam. That is both taking karma sanya and with the Kru Dhatu only, not for any other Dhatu. I have not seen for any other Dhatu other than Kru Dhatu. Then you may ask, Langum Langayate Girim, Pangum Langayate Girim. Right? Pangum Langayate Girim. There we have Pangum Girim Langayate. So Langayate is crossover. Right? Langayate crossover. Is it not Vikarmaka Dhatu? There also we have two karma. Prakriti, Vikriti both taking karma. So we cannot. Sorry?
Ritikam Kumbham Karoti, is it possible, Sharanji?
Again, say it again.
Ritikam Kumbham Karoti. That Kumbhakaraha Kumbham Karoti. That
must be correct only. Yes. Ritikam Kumbham Karoti must be correct only. Swarnam Kundalam Karoti when we say, then why not Mritikam Kumbham Karoti? Why not?
That Prakriti Vikriti told that.
Yeah, both are there, right? Vikarya. Yes, possible. But here Prakriti Vikriti example for this, it's okay. But what about Girim, Pangum Girim Langayate? There is no Prakriti Vikriti. Pangu and Giri, both taking karma. Langayate is not covered.
It's not equivalent to Kru Dhatu.
Yeah, Kru Dhatu.
But it can be in Prapyam karma. You see, Prapyam karma. Prapyam karma ityukte tat karma yasya swarupe kinchit parivartanam jatam naiva drishyate. No change seen in the karma. But kriyayaha purvam idam karma yasin swarupe asit tasmineva swarupe tat kriyayaha ante api bhavati. Oh. Okay. Iti ashrayah vartate. यथा देवदत्तः चित्रं पश्यति दर्शनक्रियया चित्रस्य स्वरूपे किमपि Parivatranam bhavati. Pangum langayate girim also we can come and make it under Vikaryam karma. Because karma is a pangu. Right? Then girim langayate. It's not that prakriti vikriti there, but the pangu is made to cross over the mountain. Chintanam, let us see. I don't know how it is Ditya Bhakti, to check. Now here, Devadatta Chitram Pashyati. Yeah, Dashana Kriya Chitra se Swarupe Kimapi Parivatram na bhavati. Therefore, Prapyam Karma. Grantham Patati, Gramam Gachati, Dhanam Dadati, Vidam Dada, Gramam Gachati. That is a Prapyam Karma. The place of reach, destination. That's what we use.
Yes.
Prapyam Karma. Shivam Mandate Ityadishu Udaharaneshu Vidyamanam Karma. The Karma eva grigyate. It is Prapyam Karma. The karma, in karma, there is no change is brought. Devadatta Shivam Mandate. He does namaskara to Shiva. What change comes in Devadatta? Devadatta only. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Then Devadatta Grantham Patati, Devadatta Gramam Gachati. Okay. But this Pangum Langayate Girim, you have to check which one it will come. Here Prakriti Vikriti will come, that's because Vikaryam Karma can be accommodated Pangum Langayate Girim Krishnaha Pangum Girim Langayate. Giri is not no change in the Giri, but there is a change in the Pangu. Pangu makes the Pangu cross over. But doesn't mean the Pangu will, allow walk, legs and then walk. Makes it impossible to cross over possible. That's the meaning. Maybe Prapyam Karma, by that also we can say. I think so. I have to check how Vyakarana says about this. Chintaniyam. Okay. I think my teacher said somewhere once long back. I forgot what it is. Okay. Anyway, it's good discussion about this point. See, all this, it's not only with the sutra. Vakyapadya, Bhartaradi says, and similarly other karika in the language, all these are the pramana, why particular karaka sanya is ordained and we use this. So this is at least for our knowledge. So that when we use the particular karaka, using that karaka has got some basis. Shishta prayoga. In keeping with the Shishta prayoga. Right? Okay, we always the gam dhatu, the place of reach, destination. Here we have prapya. Yatu prapyam tasya karma sanya. Right? So prapya, the prapya by gaining, by accomplishing, what change comes in the karma? No change. Devadatta gramam gachati, grama remains gramam only. Aham grantham patami, grantha remains grantham only. That's a prapya karma. What type of karma is that? Prapya karma. So, kartaho ipsitama karmanaha, divides into the three types. Nirvartyam, vikaryam, prapyam. Now this pangum langayate girim, why can't we make it as nirvartyam also? Possible. Right? Katham likati, chitram chitrayati, vakyam vadati, pangum girim langayati. Nirvartyam karma. Giri is nirvartyam karma. it is possible. Giri takes karma, nirvartyam karma, because vakyam madati vakyam is what he speaks, katam likati, what is crossed over Giri. So nirvartyam karma, by that Giri will take karma sagnya. But Pangu, that is also karma sagnya. Is there a combination of this possible? Oh, okay. Anyway, all these things are out of our discussion, that we have to see how it comes. Thank God, at least he has given this example here, so we can understand that mukam karoti vachalam. That's a good example. Swarnam kundalam karoti. Okay. We take it as objective complement. We say that in English. In English, we say objective complement. Like subjective complement, we have objective complement. Pangum langayate girim is objective complement. But in Sanskritam, under which we have to put it, that to be Chintaniyam. Okay. So, objective complement, object is that karma will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti, in Kartari Prayoga. And another Padartha also will be there, that also will be in Dvitiya Vibhakti. So it is not a dhatu, the kriya is vikarmaka dhatu, but it is objective complement. In the end, in the first lesson itself, it is some examples are given. Like Ramaha, Mata Ramam Veeram Putram Veeram Pashyati, something is there. Something. So, two are there, but it is not Visheshana Visheshya, we say objective complement. You remember that Anton, the first lesson itself, first or second lesson, it's given that subjective complement, objective complement. Yeah, Mukam Karoti Vachalam is Swarnam Kumbam, it's objective complement. Like we have subjective complement, Ramaha Veeraha Bhavati. Ramaha Veeraha Bhavati, Rama is considered to be a hero, or Ramaha Veeraha Bhavati, Rama becomes a hero, we say becomes a hero, subject predicate. Rama is a hero. That's what we say. Subjective complement. In the same way, we can have objective complement also, where the object also will be, the two objects will be there. Both will be like here example. We know Rama to be Ramam, Veeram, Vayam, Ramam, Veeram, Bodhamaha. We know Rama to be a hero. So Rama is karma. What about Veera? That is also karma, objective complement. This is not Visheshana. We know Rama to be a hero. Bodhamaha is not Vikarmaka dhatu. Vikarmaka dhatu is possible only when akatitamcha, when other karaka, when other word, other padartha, when you don't want to express in any other karaka, you can express in karma karaka. But here we don't have choice at all. Understand? Vikarmaka dhatu is that dhatu where one padartha, among the two padartha, one padartha can be expressed in other karaka. Of course, one karaka, one padartha will be karma, other padartha, other thing can be expressed in other karaka. But karta wants to present in karma, that is possible, akatitamcha. But here we don't have that choice. You cannot say, Vayam, Ramat Veeram, Ramayana Veeram. You cannot make it like that. That's the difference between Vikarmaka dhatu and this Bodhamaha. Vayam, Ramam, Veeram, Bodhamaha, objective complement. We say, right? This sutram also, that is what is, it says objective. Ramaha, here, Pangum Langayate Girim, Mukam Vachalam Karoti, objective complement. In English. Okay, this is Vikariam Karma. Okay. Interesting, you can note. So the object of this, the place of destination, that is by this Vakyapadiyam only. The place of destination considered to be an object, prapyam karma. That's in fact, that is why we use the word place of destination, reach is considered to be karma. Okay.
In the book you showed that it is given
Yeah.
movement. Movement is there.
What moment?
The Tan 10 book you.
Yeah.
Dasaha Kupam Gachati.
That
After
is different.
words indicating
No.
movement.
That's okay. Yeah, prapyam karma. Yeah, that's what
Ah.
talking about prapyam karma. Yes. That's what we discussed. Prapyam karma. Kupa is prapyam karma. And here it is objective complement. Okay.
That Gachati, Pravishati, all are movement only.
Yes, movement.
So we
Yes.
can use that word movement better understand.
Yeah. But we are not using English at all. We have crossed over that. Huh? We have.
No, Adhikaranam means it looks like locus only.
No. Adhikaranam is Ashya locus only. But in fact, it's better to understand like that. No,
No,
to
with that
understand
word we
movement.
get confused between Saptami and Dvitiya.
See,
This word,
Ashraya or Adara is that which gives Adara to the other one, Ashraya to the other Padartha. Here, Kupa is not giving Ashraya. Kupam Gachati. Okay, you can say here, Kupa like Grama. So he goes to the Kupa. So Kupa becomes the Ashraya, the Adara for the Anya Padartha, Padartha Dasaha. Because Dasaha, the servant, finally will be reaching the Kupa only, goes to the well. So, therefore, Kupa enjoys Adharatvam. See, indicating movement is very simple, huh? But this is for the beginners. We are not the beginners. So we cannot go by this. You have to understand technically through what the sutra says. So, yaha padartaha anyasya padartasya ashayam dadati. That is called adaraha. So this padartha, kupam is the adara for dasa. Therefore, kupa is adaraha, therefore kupe, we can say, but karma, by that kupam gachati is proper. This is how we have to interpret. Not indicating movement and all. Indicating movement, when you teach kids, you can use, but not now. Huh? Don't take that. Now, why I took this example is all in the beginning. Once upon a time, many years before we saw. Okay, now we are not in this stage now. Now, Ramam Viram Bodhama here. Here, these two are karma. Karma sangya. What type of karma is? Prapyam, Vikaryam, Nirvartyam. Among the three, which one is this? This is what we have discussed. What karma is that? It is Vikaryam or Prapyam or Nirvartyam. What karma is that? Think. An example we saw just now the examples.
Vikruti.
No, it
Is
is Prapyam karma. It is Prapyam. Prapyam. Devadattaha Chitram Pashyate, we saw the example. Devadattaha Shivam Mandate. So what happened to the karma? Is there any change brought in? Kopi parivartanam, kimapi parivartanam ya jayate. That's why it is Prapyam karma. So therefore Vayam Ramam Bodhamaha is Prapyam karma only. It is Prapyam karma. Right?
Yeah.
So therefore by Prapyam karma, like we have Vikaryam karma, both are in karma. Similarly, Prapyam karma also we can have. Why not? Huh? By Prapyam karma, Vayam Bodhamaha, Vayam Ramam Bodhamaha, Vayam Ramam Viram Bodhamaha. By Prapyam karma, it can have to, why not, right? Like we have Swarnam Kundalam Karoti. Similarly, here Vayam Ramam Viram Bodhamaha, Prapyam Karma also can have the object to. Possible or not? Why not? Therefore, you can go by this Prapyam Karma. Vayam Ramam Viryam. This is what in English we say objective complement. If that is so, you understand what I'm saying, right?
Yes,
Ramam Viram Bodhamaha comes under Prapyam Karma. So
Okay.
there we can have Rama as well as Veera as object, karma Sagnya. Not that only here only we should have two karma. Not because of the dhatu is vikarmaka, dhatu is not vikarmaka. That is done. But here Vikaryam is that therefore two things take two padartha taking karma Sagnya. Similarly, Prapyam also we can have two. What prevents? Ramam Viram Bodhamaha. Then if that is so, then Pangum Langayate Girim. Nirvartyam karma, why not? Right? Nirvartyam karma. By this, we can have two karma here also. Pangum Girim Langayate. Girim Langayate. Kriyayaha Vyaparat Purum Naivasit Kriyayaha Vyaparana Evas Nirmanam Bhavati. Okay. So Nirmanam Bhavati it says. Therefore, we cannot say Nirvartyam karma. Okay. The object is something which is created. Okay. Here also, I think that also Pangum Langayate Girim also can be say Prapyam karma. Under this, we can bring objective complement. Yata Mukam Karoti Vachalam is that is objective complement. Krishnaha, that Bhagavan, Mukam Vachalam Karoti, objective complement. That the karma is by Vikaryam karma. Similarly, here Prapyam karma we can have Vayam Ramam Viram Bodhamaha. Similarly, Bhagavan Mukam Pangum Girim Langayate. Why not? Same thing possible. So therefore we can have that for this Prapyam karma as an example. Under Prapyam karma we can have that example. So Pangum Girim Langayate. Right?
Yes.
It's like Devadattaha Chitram Pashyati. Devadattaha Langayate. Pangum Girim Langayate. Why not? By that, no parivartanam is brought in the Giri. And Pangu also. Not that Pangu will walk. Bhagavan will make the Pangu crossover, but not Pangu will get legs. That is how we think. Pangu will get legs and jump, but that is not so. Pangu will be Pangu only. But Bhagavan makes him crossover. If he gives leg, then he is like all of us only. He will not have any problem. He will just cross over. What's the problem in that, right? Pangu will be Pangu. But if Bhagavan makes him cross over the mountain, that is the idea. Okay. Therefore, we can take that to be Prapyam karma. So, it's fine. Prapyam karma. Okay. I think this karma, we have discussed a lot. Okay. Then Tatacha Yuktam Anipsitam. This also we saw, no? Last class. We are discussing this. No?
No,
Okay.
no. Earlier we have seen.
No, that Ipsitam, Anipsitam can be, we saw, no, Upekshya, Dveshya, something, Remember? Not in Panchadashi.
You said Isham,
Isham.
actually.
Upekshyam and Dveshyam, two things. That way, that Tatacha Yuktam, Anipsitam is there. Anipsita is what, we discussed what Nanji is that.
Paryutas.
Paryut.
This only we were doing.
Yeah, we were discussing this only. Yeah.
Then we discussed this Paryudasa Deshaha. Somewhere it comes, no? Paryudasaha. Abrahmanam Anaya.
Brahmanam Anaya.
Okay. We can just quickly read. If you have read, then fine. Kartuhu Kriya Aptum It Anipsitam. Na Ipsitam Anipsitam. तत् कारकं पलाशयं सत् कर्मसंज्ञं भवति कर्ता by कर्म आप्तुं न ईप्सितम् that also will get karma sanya only yatha gramam gachan trinam sprishati gramam gachan ahim langayati so ahim getting the karma sanya it is not langana kriyaya it wants to cross over this ahi is not ipsita karma it is similarly trinam also not ipsitam so kriyayaah vyaparena kartuh ishtatamam tasya kartuh ipsitamam iti arena karma sanya yam siddhayam तेनैव प्रकारेण इत्युक्ते पलाशयत्वं युक्तं सत् फलस्य आश्रय कुत्र वर्तते कर्मणि इन कर्म इन ऑब्जेक्ट राइट व्यापारस्य आश्रयः कर्ता फलस्य आश्रयं कर्म तो फलस्य आश्रयं कर्म ओनली बट कर्तुः यत् अनीप्सितम् इत्युक्ते क्रियया ईप्सितं न that will take कर्म संज्ञा by this sutra example देवदत्तः ग्रामं गच्छन् देवदत्तः अहिं लङ्घयति let's forget about this अहिं लङ्घयति देवदत्तः ग्रामं गन्तुं मार्गेण we discuss मार्गेण पद्भ्यां तृतीया विभक्ति right मार्गेण देवदत्तः ग्रामं गन्तुं मार्गेण पद्भ्याम् अग्रे सरन् मार्गे विद्यमानान् कण्टकान् नदीं पर्वतम् अवश्यं लङ्घयितुम् इच्छेत् परन्तु स मार्गे विद्यमानम् अहिं नैव लङ्घयितुम् इच्छति राइट सर्पः दृश्यते चेत् मार्गे परिवर्तनं कृत्वा एव सः अग्रे गच्छेत् इति सामान्यः व्यवहारः if any river or thorns or parvata comes he will do langanam langayati so but what about sarpa it's not I mean expecting sarpa if sarpa is there he will change his path that is samanya vyavaharah right अतः लङ्घनक्रियायाः सन्दर्भेन अगिगिति देवदत्तस्य ईप्सितमं नास्ति अपि तु द्वेष्यं वा त्याज्यं वा अस्ति this is what we saw द्वेष्यं that which is hated त्याज्यं therefore given up द्वेष्यं त्याज्यं the same meaning only sorry another one is upeksha द्वेष्यं or upeksham I think okay both are द्वेष्यं is there one other one is त्याज्यं is giving up abandoning अस्यां स्थितौ यदि देवदत्तः अनवधानेन अगिं लङ्घयेत् तर्हि अगिपदार्थस्य कर्मसंज्ञा भवेत् वा इति प्रश्नः उदेति suppose if Devadatta cross over the ahi the sarpa anavadana means no avadana means
without caring
carelessly then that ahi padartha will take karma sanya or not the question comes therefore tatra langana kriyayah krite ahi padarthasya ipsitamatva bhavat it is not kartuh ipsitatamam karta is not doing particular kriya no with gaining that with the intention of gaining that therefore ipsitatamam bhavat कर्तुरीप्सितमं कर्म इति पूर्वेण सूत्रेण अहि पदार्थस्य कर्म संज्ञा न भवति राइट therefore परन्तु एतादृशी कर्म संज्ञा अवश्यम् इष्यते एव इ should be short अतश्च तां विधातुं प्रकृतसूत्रं निर्मितम् अस्ति therefore the sutra is there okay क्रियया आप्तुं यत् ईप्सिततमं तत् यथा पलाशयं सत् कर्मसंज्ञं भवति तथैव क्रिया आप्तुं यत् अनीप्सितं तदपि पलाशयं सत् कर्मसंज्ञं भवति इति प्रकृतसूत्रस्य आशयः फलस्य आश्रयः कर्मणि एव वर्तते therefore विधिसूत्र makes it whether ईप्सितम् or ईप्सिततमम् or अनीप्सितं फलस्य आश्रयं कर्म therefore कर्मा will therefore फलस्य आश्रयं यत् भवति तस्य कर्मसंज्ञा भवति that is the आशय of the sutra आशय of the sutra अतएव ग्रामं गच्छन् अगिं लङ्घयति इति अत्र लङ्घनव्यापारस्य फलं कुत्र वर्तते कर्मणि अहिपदार्थे वर्तते किन्तु अहिपदार्थे न पश्यन् किञ्च अहिपदार्थे लङ्घनक्रियायाः फलं न भवेत् इति यतमानः अपि देवदत्तः प्रायेण अनवधानेन तत्रैव तस्य फलं लभते because of his not carelessness, he happens to be there, therefore he cross over. In fact, he is careful, that's why he cross over, right? Iti palam labate eva iti karanat agipadarthasya palashayatvat. Well, that crossing over has got the pala ashayam in karma, ahi padartha. Therefore, tasyapi karma sanya bhavati. Tataha च एतादृशस्य अनभिहितकर्मणः निर्देशार्थं कर्मणि द्वितीया इति अनेन द्वितीयायाः प्रयोगं कृत्वा ग्रामं गच्छन् अहिं लङ्घयति इति प्रयोगः सिद्ध्यति. The action is taken by the karta not with that intention to accomplish that. Agi is not ipsitavam, but it has to take karma sagya. Therefore, only this sutra is there. Agi is the karma, palashayatvat karma sanya. But agi padarte langana kriyayaha palam na bhavediti etamanaha api. This point is important. That is what anipsitam. Kriyayaha palam kutra bhavati karmani. Therefore, wanting to accomplish the karma, the person, the result of that karma, action, that is karma, the person does action. Here, the person, Devadatta, does the action of crossing over with the intention to, to gain the karma, the palam, the karma, no. Therefore, by this sutra, anipsitam tasyapi karma sanya bhavati. Is it clear? Langana vyaparasya palam ahi padarte pashyati va devadattaha. See, devadattaha nadim langayati, okay. Devadattaha parvatam langayati, fine. Langana vyaparasya palam kutra pashyati devadattaha parvata or nadi. Langana vyaparasya ahim pashyati va. Etamanaha api langana vyaparasya langana kriyayaha palam na. Nobody wishes to see snake and jump over it. So therefore, yadyapi anipsitam tatapi ena sutrena karma sanya. Otherwise, what sanya will assign to agi? If only ipsitamam is there, then agi will become what karaka? You have to assign some karaka to it. That is why it is karma sanya here. Not that karta undertakes the action to gain that palam. Palam as it ashrayan karma. Therefore, karta doesn't undertake the action to gain that karma. But agi has to be assigned some karaka. What karaka you will assign? That is why this sutra is there. Anipsitam. Therefore, we say it is dveshyam va upekshyam va. Ipsitam va dveshyam va upekshyam va. Tasya karma sanya bhavati. Ipsitatamam by the previous sutra. Yetu upekshyam or yetu dveshyam. Here dveshyam or upeksyam? Upeksyam, right? Tasya api karma sanya.
Here,
next.
gramam gachan is not.
That is okay. That is not required actually. I don't know why. That is grama is the karma sanya for gamana kriya. You can simply say devadattaha agim langayati. That is enough.
Yes.
Gramam gachan, I don't know why he says gramam gachan. Not required.
Yeah.
Devadattaha agim langayati. That itself is fine. Maybe to show the difference in both.
More different.
See, gramam is ipsitatamam. Ahi is anipsitam. Both enjoys karma sanya. Gachan is a kridanta.
Okay.
That can also take karma. That can also take karakas. Right? So, kutra gacchati, gramam gacchati devadattaha. And gacchati, instead of gacchati, we use kridanta, gachan, qualifying devadatta. So, gramam gachan devadattaha, the grama is karma sanya, grama padarthasya karma sanya, au gamana kriyayaha palam kutra pashyati devadattaha grame. Therefore, grama padarthasya karma sanya. By the sutra, kartuhu ipsitatama tamam karma. But what about ahim? Can we go by the same logic? So Langanakriyayaha palam. Nobody will
His
willfully.
adrenaline makes him.
Sorry?
His adrenaline makes him cross over.
Yeah, it is not something which makes him immediately. That what action reflects his action. Suddenly. Not deliberately seeing that, suddenly he sees. He crosses over, right? Nobody will cross over the snake, right? If you see the snake, what will he do?
We
Will
will
cross
run
over
away
and go.
from-
We'll take we'll return back, in fact.
Yeah.
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 But he happens to see on the way, and he cannot. Suppose he is running, what he will do? He cannot stop. He had to just do the langanam. So therefore, that also anipsitam by that karma sanya only. That's why he says langana kriyayaha palam na bhavet iti yatamanaha api. Even though he tries, attempts langana kriyayaha palam na bhavet ahi padarte palam na bhavet iti ahi padarte na pashyati. Therefore, what sanya you will assign to this?
Karma
Ipsitamam, by that you have to assign karma sanya only. Okay. Tyajyam karma it is. It has to be given up, right? The
Yes.
next sutra is, that is also another example. Odanam bunjanaha visham bhungte. Here also, Odanam is, bunjanaha is shanach. Kaha karta, we have to supply devadattaha. Bunjanaha qualifies devadattaha. So Odanam bunjanaha, bunjate. So Odanam is kartuhu ipsitamam karma. Sadhana kriyayaha palam. Bhojana kriyayaha palam. Karta devadattaha kutra pashyati odane. Therefore, Odanam takes karma sanya. But what about Bhojana here? Bhojana kriyayaha palam, that visha, it is ipsitatam? No. Nobody willfully will take visha. But visham bhungte Bhojana kriyayaha sandarbhena vishayasya. Okay, he has not explained. It is dveshyam, yes or no? It is dveshyam. Therefore, sandarbhena vishayasya tata cha gramam gachan चौरान पश्यति इत्यत्रापि दर्शनक्रियायाः सन्दर्भेन चौराणामपि अनीप्सितत्वात् द्वेष्यत्वात् तव प्रकृतसूत्रेण कर्मसंज्ञा भवति. So dveshyam. Agi also dveshyam. Upeksham is, that is example is for trina. With regard to trina, he is indifferent, right? Upeksha. Devadatta, gramam gachan devadattaha. Gramam is karmasanya by kartuhu ipsitatamam. And trina is Sparshana kriyayaga palam, the trina padarte, na pashyati. That means there is no, it doesn't enjoy that ipsitatamatvam. Ramam gachan devadattaha marge vidyamanan trina naham prashami iti naiva chintayati. He doesn't plan and go. Marge vidyamanan trina. Tatapi saha tan avashyam sprishtva eva agre gacchati. There is no other way. He has to touch the grass and then move and then go forward. Therefore, Spashana Kriyayaha Krite, Trunam is Ipsitam or Anipsitam. Ipsitamam or Anipsitam. It is Anipsitam. Among the Anipsitam also it is Upeksha, is indifferent to it. Not Dveshya. It doesn't have Dvesha for it, right?
Yeah.
Therefore, Trunam iti Devadatasya Ipsitam navartate. Yadyapi tat Dveshyam or Tyajyam api nasti. It is not. Yeah, you can take a high example for Tyajyam. Anyway, both comes under only one thing, Dveshya, Tyajya. And Dveshya for Visha, Tyajya for Agi. And here it is neither Dveshya nor Tyajya. Iti yukte, Trinani Drishtva Purvat Margam Neiva na Parivartayat. Having seen the Trina, like the Hagi, having seen the Hagi, it changes the path. Similarly, here doesn't do the Marge, Purvat Marge Neiva na Parivartayat. It doesn't change its direction of movement. Tatapi aham trinani sparshtum anena pata gachan asmi iti nahi chintayati. Ityukte sparshana kriyayaha palam trineshu asti uta nasti iti asmin vishe devadattaha Udasinah asti is completely indifferent. Therefore, Trina Padarthasya Anipsitam Anipsitatvam asti. Therefore, it should be counted as Anipsitam. Parantu tatapi kriyayaha palam kutra vartate. Trina eva vartate. Therefore, asyam stitau Trina Padarthasya Purva Sutrena Aprapta Karma Sanya is given a Karma Sanya. अप्राप्ता कर्म संज्ञा इदानीं प्रकृत सूत्रेण विधीयते ग्रामं गच्छन् ऋणं स्पृशति ग्रामं गच्छन् वृक्षमूलानि उपसर्पयति so this will enjoy karma sanya. Okay, yes, given gramam is karto ipsitatamam karma by that karma sanya. That's what he says here. This ग्रामं गच्छन् अकिं लङ्घयति तथा च ग्रामं गच्छन् ऋणं स्पृशति एतयोः द्वयोः अपि उदाहरणयोः ग्रामपदार्थः तु गमनक्रियायाः ईप्सिततमः एव वर्तते अतः ग्रामपदार्थस्य कर्मसंज्ञा बै द सूत्र कर्तुः ईप्सिततमं कर्म इत्यनेन भवति प्रकृतसूत्रं तु लङ्घनक्रियायाः कृते अनीप्सित एकः हि पदार्थः तथा च स्पर्शनक्रियायाः कृते अनीप्सितः एव तृणपदार्थः one is द्वेष्य other one is उपेक्षा तयोः कर्मसंज्ञा विधानार्थं प्रयुज्यते यदि तयोः अनीप्सितत्वं नैव स्यात् सपोज इफ इट इज नॉट देयर यदि ग्रामं गच्छन् देवदत्तः स्वज्ञाति पुरस्सरं पर्पसफुली सपोज अगेन लंघये तृणं स्पृशेत then what will happen then by this sutra it will take karma sanya alone agi padarthasya trina padarthasya if it does deliberately स्वज्ञाति पुरस्सरं purposefully then karma sanya bhavitum harati. Therefore, depends on the context. You have to take which sutra, previous sutram or this sutram. Depends on what karma enjoy. Anipsitamatvam or ipsitatamatvam or anipsitatvam. Depends on the context or depends on the vivaksha of the speaker. Right? What is anipsitam? That is explains. Na ipsitam is anipsitam. I am na prasajya pratishedaha, but what pratisheda? Paryudasaha. What is paryudasa? The last class I think I sent one
Sentence.
shloka also. Abrahman mane is a good example. Abrahman mane means anaya should be brought, but it should not be a brahmana. That's why Abrahman manaya. So the bhashyakarana atra nan paryudasa asti iti pratipalidam vartate. Paryudasa brings in other, not just a negation. In the place of that, it brings other. What are the two things? Dveshya and upeksha. That's what paridasa is, right? Etadrishe arte svikrate sutrasya artaha api yat ipsitam na, that is ipsita bindam tasya palashayatve sati karma sanya bhavati. Even if it is not ipsitam, it will have karma sanya. Then ipsita binnaha shabdaha vida bhavitam arhati. Two types are that possible. One is dveshyaha, other one is upekshaha. Dveshyaha, tyajyaha, that the person wants to avoid. And upekshaha is with regard to the person is indifferent. Right? The two examples we saw. One is Visham Bhungte, other one is Trinam Sprishati. Okay. I think last class also we stopped here only. Dalakrityam.
Yes.
We'll stop here. We have got yoga class, right? We'll stop
Yes.
here. Remind me, we have to start from here. Just go through this.
Okay.
See, we know more than the basics. Why we assign particular sanya to karma sanya on what basis we know. So don't go back and see Anton and all. We have learned more than that. We have to look at that from the standpoint of the sutra also. How we understand the karaka drishtya. Okay, generally our language will become very clear. Otherwise, we may get stuck somewhere, get confused, get stuck somewhere. In the beginning, it is okay, but not now. Now you know why the Gamana Kriya, the place of reach, destination, why it is karma and all. We have the sutra as a support for that. Not direct, I mean, of course, directly also is there Katuhi Chitam karma and Prapya karma. That karma enjoys of the three types, it is Prapyam karma. So, like that. Similarly, objective complement, subjective complement, all these things. Okay, so we'll stop here. We continue in the next class. Remind me, this is where we have to start.
Yes, Jay.
Tacha anipsitam. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. In Ipsitam, what is the dhatu?
Dhatu.
Yeah, very good. What is that? Sananta. Aptum.
Sananta, you know, he aptum ichati is
Aptum Micha. What happened to the Abhyasa? Abhyasa has become
lopaha.
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 And how Aap become E then? Aap goes away then. Same thing. Lopaha happens for the Abhyasa and Is Adesha will come, right?
Is adesha. Yeah.
Then you get Ipsitam. How we get Ipsitam also? Ipsa. Is Adesha only, not Is Adesha, right?
Is it? Yeah. Is it? Anit.
Abhyasa se lopa bhavati, yes, correct. Abhyasa lopa happens and also that Ach will get Is Adesha. That's what we saw, right? Then how we get Ipsitam? How is it possible? Ipsitam, E comes by the sutra. Apnyapradhamit, 7-4. Yeah, that only. Atra abhyasasya lopaha, and after that for this ap dhatu and sutram is just separately. Ap, nya, etc. In 7-4 section. Atra abhyasaha lopasya, after that the sutra is there. Anyway, this is because we know Sananda, that's why I'm saying. Next sutra is there, right? Next sutra you see. Atra, see, Atra Alopa Abhyasasya for all the sutras, starting from 54 to 57. 55 is the sutra. There also Abdhatu is there, Abhyasasya Lopaha Bhavati, then it will not get Is Adesha, Is Adesha. Ikara will be the Adesha. That's why we have E. E plus Sa. Yes. Nya Dhatu also, Nyap Dhatu. Then Rit, other Dhatus are also in the sutra. Okay. Dhanyavada. Since we know Sananta.
Dhanyavada ji.
Dhanyavada. Dhanyavada.